As America continues to tear itself apart along racial and political fault lines, ISIS remains a constant threat to our domestic security. Just recently, the jihadist group sent a shocking warning to President Trump. According to Memray.org, ISIS showed a 10-year-old American boy named Yusuf warning President Trump that this battle is not going to end in Raqqa or Mosul, it's going to end in your lands. Yusuf also called President Trump the puppet of the Jews, and promised victory for ISIS. Yusuf's warning also includes the unverified admission that his father is a U.S. military veteran who served in the Iraq War of 2003 to 2011. Yusuf also claims that he immigrated from the U.S., the land of the Kufr, to Sinjar, Iraq. Kufr is the Arabic word for unbeliever, which, in Islamic theology, applies to all of those who do not practice Islam. In chapter 8, verse 12, the Quran claims that Allah will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Therefore strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. In chapter 9, verse 5, the Quran instructs its readers to slay the idolaters wherever you find them and take them captives and besiege them and lie in wait for them in every ambush. Such injunctions against the unbelievers provides the ideological ammunition for ISIS to massacre and rape all of those people that they do not consider true Muslims. This death cult mentality has helped ISIS to attract thousands of recruits from all across the world, many of whom seem driven by a sense of global nihilism. Fortunately for the West and her allies, ISIS is currently in retreat, in both Iraq and Syria. Last month, the Iraqi military declared victory in Mosul after a months-long battle to remove ISIS from the country's second-largest city. After mopping up operations in Mosul, the Iraqi army, Shiite militias, and Kurdish Peshmerga forces launched a new offensive to take the city of Tal Afar. This week, the coalition troops seized several villages to the east and south of Tal Afar. ISIS is now more or less encircled in the city. In Syria, the Syrian Democratic Forces, a coalition of Kurdish, Yazidi, Arab, and Turkmen militias, continued to advance in Raqqa, the declared world capital of ISIS. The Battle of Raqqa has so far seen the SDF capture at least 50% of the city, although some journalists now claim that fierce ISIS counterattacks have effectively stalled the offensive. Since July 2017, the Syrian Arab Army, which is loyal to President Bashar al-Assad, has captured villages and territory from ISIS in the Raqqa and Deir ez-Zor governorates. Because of SA and SDF victories, ISIS has lost 6,000 square kilometers of territory in July 2017 alone. ISIS issued another threat, directly to President Trump. Is Trump doing a good job defending the US from ISIS? Despite these defeats, ISIS remains a potent threat to the world. ISIS-linked territories murdered 13 people in Spain last week, thus proving that the group is capable of launching terror attacks in Europe, Asia, and North America. The Trump administration should take Yusuf and ISIS threat very, very seriously.